Hello everyone, it's me Hafrishah from Polton.org, and this is something a little less mainstream, the Land Rover Discovery Sport. It's a premium SUV taking on the likes of the BMW X3, Mercedes GLC, Audi Q5 and the Volvo XC60. The difference is, this one has 7 seats and proper off-road credentials. So let's take a closer look, shall we? The Discovery Sport is essentially a replacement to the Freelander 2, but now it's part of the Discovery range. You see, Land Rover has split the brand into 3 families. At the bottom sits the Defender range, that's where the real rough and tough models are. At the top, you have the Range Rover, the Evoque, the Range Rover Sport and the proper Range Rover. You know, the proper atas stuff. Right in the middle is the Discovery range, the Sport that you see here and the full-size Discovery that's coming soon. Overall, this family is supposed to be both practical and premium at the same time. Prices start at 420,000 ringgit for the 2-litre petrol version, going up to 450,000 ringgit for the 2.2 turbo diesel. That makes this British SUV very much a premium offering compared to its German and Swedish rivals. But at the same time, this is the only model in the class to offer 7 seats. The petrol variant has 240 PS and 340 Nm of torque, while the diesel version we have here has 190 PS and 420 Nm, all identical to the Evoque. As to be expected, the petrol is quicker off the line and has a higher top speed, but the diesel is more economical and both models get a 9-speed ZF automatic gearbox. Looks-wise, the Disco Sport is no Evoque. It's nowhere near as fashionable if you ask me. But at the same time, I think it looks unique in its own right, and when you see the big Discovery, you'll see a clear family resemblance between the two. It has a lot of nice touches, such as the traditional Land Rover clamshell bonnet, round LED DRLs, large bowl grille, fender garnish and of course, the thick forward-angled C-pillars. On the side, you get these 18-inch wheels as standard, but you can specify 19s or even 20s as optional extras. A set of side steps are also on the options list. And round the back, you get blacked out D-pillars for a floating roof look, and the light signature matches the front DRLs. Like I said, this is no Evoque, but it's still a very good looking, very interesting looking SUV. Open up the boot and there's really not much cargo room offered in full 7-seat mode. Fold the last row of seats down and it opens up to a respectable 479 litres boot. Need more space? There's an electric release for the middle row seats, which fold down flat to offer as much as 1,700 litres of usable space. Inside, you get a very practical but simple cabin. I mean, it's not as stylish as most of its rivals, and the materials used not quite as premium as say Mercedes-Benz or Audi. But on the other hand, it feels very spacious in here, and the bottom up is finished in leather, which is nice. What I really like though is this rotary gear selector. It rises up when you start the car, which is really cool. The touchscreen system is new to Land Rover, with an updated interface that is much better than before. Still, it's not quite as intuitive to use as say BMW's iDrive or the Mercedes command system. What really sets this car apart is its off-road abilities. Land Rover says it's the best in class by far, as the rest are more soft-roader than off-roader. It's not hard to believe. It even has special terrain response programs for grass, gravel, snow, mud or sand. If you're interested in going off-road, this is the SUV to have. As you can see back here, it's very spacious with a lot of legroom and headroom. You can also slide and recline the seats to your preference. As a 5-seater, this car is fantastic. Now, on to the acid test, the last row seats. So is this car a 7-seater or more of a 5+2? Well, as you can see, the third row isn't really for adults. It's meant for kids and maybe teenagers. So the answer is, it's definitely a 5+2, but that's still better than nothing. Safety-wise, this car has electronic stability control and 7 airbags as standard, including one for the driver's knees and curtain airbags that go all the way back to the last row. It also has a full 5-star crash safety rating by Euro NCAP. So there you have it, the Land Rover Discovery Sport. It's a pricey option, that's for sure, but don't forget, it has the most practical cabin in the class, and hey, that Go Anywhere Land Rover image is pretty much priceless. For the full options list and detailed specifications of this car, check out carbase.my. This is me, Hafrishah from Polton.org, signing off. Thanks for watching.